Hello everyone, welcome to Dolphin Mom. This is a compilation video of my favorite ice cream recipes. We will see how to make a perfect vanilla ice cream using whipping cream. The most important thing is to get the right whipping cream. Always make sure that the fat content of the whipping cream is between 35 to 38%. Second thing to remember is to keep the cream at the right temperature. For that, even the bowl and the whisk attachment we use have to be kept in the fridge for half an hour or in the freezer for 10 minutes. Today for this recipe, we are using 500 ml of whipping cream that has been stored in the chiller and then kept in the freezer for 10 minutes before we use. By pouring chilled whipping cream to chilled bowl, we can avoid a sudden drop in the temperature of our cream. Now we are going to whisk the cream in stand mixer. If you don't have a stand mixer, hand mixer works well too. I'm turning this on and leaving it on full speed for about 4 minutes. The third important thing while making ice cream is aerating the cream until it doubles in volume. Air plays a very important role in the texture of an ice cream. A well-aerated ice cream will be fluffy. If you skip the whisking, the ice cream will end up being dense. Don't forget to scrape down the edges of the bowl at least 2 to 3 times. It is very important to do so, otherwise the cream on the edges will remain flat. And never compromise on the percentage of fat in your whipping cream. Anything less than 35% will make the ice cream thin and not creamy. Anything more than 38% will leave an oily or greasy feel on the tongue. The cream has whipped up to a stiff peak consistency. This is the time to add condensed milk. I'm using 200 ml of condensed milk. The next important thing is not to reduce the amount of condensed milk. That will take away the sugar, which will create ice crystals in the ice cream. After adding condensed milk, I'm gently folding it into our cream, making sure not to deflate the air we created. Now let's add flavoring. I'm using vanilla powder. You can use vanilla bean or pure vanilla extract if you have. Adding essence is not a good option for vanilla ice cream. A quick mix to blend the flavoring and we are done. Now let's transfer our ice cream mix into a mold. I'm using a silicone mold. Plastic containers are great too. Always make sure to use flat containers as they freeze faster compared to a deep container. I'm giving it a few taps to remove any air bubbles. And then let's wrap it tight and freeze overnight. Make sure to wrap close to the ice cream mix because we do not want air to get in touch with the ice cream. Not wrapping it tight before freezing is another reason for icy and crystallized ice cream. Now I've taken the ice cream out of the freezer. Let's see how it looks. I'm loosening the sides of my mold to make it easier to unmold. Gently taking it out. The ice cream looks soft and smooth. I'm cutting a slice to taste. That's the perfect texture of ice cream. Let's see how to make the perfect Oreo ice cream that tastes like the store-bought one, or even better. First, let's take some Oreo cookies and separate the cream. Separating the cream is a must if you want your Oreo ice cream to taste like the store-bought one. We need a lot of flavoring from this cream. I'm using the cream of 20 cookies for this recipe. Now let's roughly chop the plain cookies. I used only 12 plain cookies. I'm taking my chill bowl and whisk attachment. I've added 500 ml of chilled whipping cream. Let's whisk it for 3 minutes. Do remember to scrape down the edges in between. When the cream is whipped perfectly, we need to add our Oreo cream and 1 teaspoon vanilla essence. Give it a quick whisk. (150 ml of sweetened condensed milk and mix it thoroughly. If you want to stick onto the store-bought flavor, then skip the next step. Add 2 tablespoons of homemade caramel syrup only if you want to boost the flavor. Another quick whisk. And finally, our chopped cookies. Now carefully mix it together. If you have already watched my vanilla ice cream recipe, then you might have noticed that this time we are using less sweetened condensed milk here, as we have more sugar coming in from the Oreo cream and caramel syrup to keep our ice cream smooth. Transfer the ice cream mix to a shallow and white plastic container as they freeze fast and even. Glass containers are not recommended for this. Smoothen the top and cover with a cling film to avoid crystallization if your ice cream mix does not fill the whole container. Cover it with a lid and freeze for 6 to 8 hours. My ice cream was in the freezer overnight. The texture and the consistency looks great. Now let's serve and taste our ice cream. This is way better than the store-bought one. I'm going to teach you how to make the ultimate strawberry ice cream with a secret method to achieve perfect creaminess. First, let's start by macerating the strawberries. That means we are adding sugar and lemon juice to strawberries and let them sit for a while. I've taken 300 grams of strawberries, 150 grams of sugar and 1/4 of a teaspoon of lemon juice. This process is to draw out the natural juices and intensifies the flavor of our strawberries. Once they have macerated for about an hour, we transfer them to a pan and cook them on low heat. This step is crucial to eliminate the water content, making the strawberries more concentrated and flavorful. This will also avoid crystallization in the ice cream, the secret to creamy and dreamy strawberry ice cream. I am mashing few of the strawberry pieces with my spatula, leaving the remaining pieces for the texture. Or if you prefer a smooth texture, then you can use a blender and puree them until smooth. We'll turn the heat off and let it cool down. Now we'll add 250 ml of heavy cream to our chill bowl and whip it up. When it reaches a soft peak, we'll add 100 ml of condensed milk. Mix it all together until it becomes thick and creamy. Now it's time to complete our strawberry dreams. We'll pour our cold strawberry mix and half teaspoon of strawberry extract into the creamy base. Gently fold everything together, ensuring that every spoonful is bursting with the fruity goodness. Once everything is well combined, we'll transfer it into a plastic container. If the ice cream mix does not fill the whole container, then cover it with a plastic wrap and then the lid to avoid any contact with the air. Pop it into the freezer for at least 6 hours or overnight, allowing the flavors to melt together and transform into a delightful strawberry ice cream. Our ice cream have been freezing overnight. Let's open the lid. And there you have it, the ultimate recipe for the sensational strawberry ice cream made with perfectly cooked strawberries. The depth of the flavor and the creaminess will leave you craving for more. Thank you for joining me on this delectable journey. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more mouth-watering delights. Stay sweet and see you next time. Until then, happy cooking!